Hello everyone, welcome back to our session. Yes, is everyone here with me? Hello guys, hi. You can say hi to me in chat section as well. Yes, hello everyone. Yes, where is the energy, guys? I know it's in India, it's late at night, but still, uh, when you are learning VFAT, we will be going with energy, right? Yes, hello. Great, great. Okay, guys. So due to some technical issue, yesterday session recording was not available, right? So what I'll do, I'll be just covering, some in the first 15 minutes, we'll be going to cover the, revision type, right? We'll be going with the revision of what we have learned yesterday, right? Then we will be going with our today's session as well. Okay. So you will be having a recording as well. Okay. So no one can miss out from the yesterday's session. It happens, technical things happens, so no worries about it. As as still as I'm here, you're here, we can do it anytime, right? So we can repeat it as well, and you'll be having a revision as well, and also you'll be having a recording as well, right? So let's start, guys. Let me share my screen with you. Just a second, give me a second. Yes, guys, is my screen visible to you, everyone?
Yeah, visible, Suresh.
Great, great. Okay, so let's start, guys. So yesterday we have learned about what is ISP, right? What is ISP? Internet Service Provider, how the internet flows, right? And how actually when you enter something on your Google, how it request goes to the router, from router, where it goes, and from where it comes back to your router, and how it reaches to your system again, right? So let's move again with it. We'll be learning about first ISP, right? ISP is nothing but an internet service provider, guys. Everyone knows about it. Most of the people, internet service provider is nothing like, it's something like your SIM card, right? Whatever the SIM you are using, like companies. In India, we are having Geo, Airtel, VI, right? These are the companies which are providing a service of internet as well, right? So it is an ISP, means internet service provider, a service provider which provides the internet. That's it. Okay. So actually, we are going to learn about how it actually works, right? We have learned yesterday how it actually works, right? So here is an whole diagram, guys, right? So here is your systems connected to your router. Router is connected with your ISP. I have told in the yesterday session that imagine it as your home LAN, right? This is your home LAN network in which you are having router, then you are having multiple devices connected in your router, right? So you're having computers, you're having laptop, you're having mobile phone, printer, PlayStation, whatever it is, right? And something are connected with wirelessly. Some devices are connected with wire, right? If you're having a desktop, you can connect it with a wire. It will be more efficient, right? In compares to your laptop. If you're having a laptop, you're having an IC card, network card in it, right? You can just connect it with a Wi-Fi, right? So wirelessly you can connect it. You're having mobile. Will you be joining your mobile with your cat cable? No, it will be very, a struggle for us. Whether we are moving different rooms, we are having a long wires. It will be getting stuck in each other. We will fall down. Where it will be very, not good for us, right? So we have used a wireless connection to connect with the router using our mobile phone. PlayStation you can connect with wire. Printer you can connect with wire. Nowadays we are having wireless printers as well. So no issues, guys. Okay, everything is there. Everything is available. But why we are using wires? Yesterday I wanted to ask this question. If we are having wireless connections, why are we using wires? Still we are using. Why it is?
It is more speed than wireless.
Okay, is it? But how it is possible? Why is it more speed? You are having a
It,
right answer. Yes.
data through cables will be more speed than wireless.
Okay, but why? Why? Why it is? Any idea? Yes, anyone you can answer it. It's not that you should be answering right only. It's okay. It's a specified path. Yes, correct. It's a specified path. That's what it is, guys. Okay, I'll tell you. There are several reasons. I'll be telling you one of them. Okay. So the thing is, when you are having a physical connection with a router directly, no wireless, you are not transferring data in the air. You're directly transferring. You are having connection, directly connection with a physical connection with the router, with your system. Okay, you are connecting with a hard wire, right? That object you can touch, air you can't touch, right? Wire you can touch it, right? You can see it. So you are connecting your router with something that, right? So the path is clear. It doesn't have to collide with walls because there are wires. The connection is coming out from the router, going straight back into your system, right? And if it's come, some request is raised by the system, going straight to the router, no collision in the between. Nothing like if you are requested for youtube.com, and if you're connected with the wi-fi, middle in the middle, your brother, someone came in the middle, the connection collided. I'm giving an example, okay? But it's not the case here, right? It's a simple thing that it will be simply the wire connection, right? So whatever the wire connections will be there will be having a straight, a specified path. It will be not getting involved in any kind of misdirections, colliding with each other, you know uh, uh it will be just not mixing up with the frequencies, right? That's why it's having a more speed. Okay, its aim is clear. If I give you in simple language, its aim is clear, its goal is clear, that I want to reach to this computer, I want to reach to this router. That's enough. Finish. But in the wirelessly, there are the several devices connected. Okay, it has to specify the path. Okay, I have to reach the router. Okay, I should be not colliding to the wall. I will be like, it will be bouncing here and there, and then it reaching to the router. So speed varies, guys, because objects are in the between. You have to wireless connection requests have to bypass that objects. Okay, so that's why the speed varies. Okay, so there is the connection, guys. That's how it works. Yes, in a yesterday session I have said that, let's example take, this is a Puran's laptop. Okay, okay, so Puran, we have already taken your name, so we'll go with the Vijay now. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So Vijay should also get a chance. Otherwise, Vijay will saying that I'm not using a system over. Okay. So Vijay, you're having this your wire system. Okay. So your wire system is there. So it is giving connection here. Okay. You have requested for youtube.com. Okay. You search youtube.com. Right. You have to listen to music, good music. Okay. Guys, should I give you one suggestion on the music? It's not of the topic, but it's good for you. You know about the Brave browser? I will be taking this in your future. Okay, I'll be covering it when I'll be showing you about VPN. Okay, yes, you know about Brave browser.
Yeah, Brave browser is the one of the
Yeah, yeah,
good
yeah.
one.
So when you are using Brave browser, serve YouTube there. You'll be not facing ads on the YouTube. Pro
Yes,
tip for you. Some people know, some people don't.
but taking much memory consumption.
Yeah, it takes a memory consumption, but if you're running on system, so doesn't matter. Clear your caches. That's it. Okay. So it will be not going with the ad. If you use a Brave, you will be not have to see the ads always on the YouTube. Okay. So yeah. So Vijay was surfing youtube.com from his desktop. It is connected with the Ethernet cable, or we call a cat cable as well, right? So it serves that youtube.com. The request goes directly to the router, and from router it goes to the ISP outside of the network. This is the inside of the network, which we call a private network. This is outside of the network, which we call a public network, right? So guys, here is my question I have asked yesterday as well. Let's see, do you guys remember or not? Most of the people have answered as well. How the system knows that it has to request to the router only, not other systems, because other systems are also having there in the network, right?
IP.
IP address. Very good, guys. Most of the people are answering in chat as well. Great, great. I can see. Okay. So because of the IP address, right? This system is having this IP address, means IP address nothing but a what it is, guys? Yes.
Address
What is
of
the
the
IP address?
system.
Yeah, it's a digital name.
Name of a server.
Yeah, it's a digital name, right? Very good. It's a digital name, right? So it's having a name. This is a name 192.168.0.104 is the system's name of the Vijay system name, right? So Vijay's computer have asked to the router, okay, that I want a youtube.com, but how it knows the router having this name is of the router? Because of the IP address 192.168.0.1. He knows that, okay, this one name is of the router, not other systems are router. This is a router. So directly requested to the router. So router requested to the outside network. And how the router knows that you have to request to the ISP only, not inside the network? Because of the, again, IP address and the private IP address. Yesterday we have learned the types of IP address, right? So it has requested outside of the network. This is not the normal network. Okay, this is this. Let's form a, you know, let's draw a line between your private network and a public network. So whatever the devices you can see inside this drawn area, okay, it's an LAN network, or we call a private network, or a private network, or a private IP address. So all the devices inside this network will be having a private IP address, right? From which router can communicate to them, right? Then comes the different part, that NAT and bridge things, in which you can directly get with the public address. That's I'm not talking that about you. Yeah, okay. It's a simple structure of the network I'm talking about. Okay. So it's the devices, okay, connected into the LAN network, which is a also known as, guys, what it is known as? The synonym? Private network, right? LAN or a private network. Okay. Then outside this routers, whatever the connections are there, okay, it's a public IP address, means a public network. Okay. So all the devices outside this LAN network, a router is going connection outside your home, it will be a public network, or the devices outside your this LAN network will be having a public IP address. Okay. But the question rises here, that router is in the middle, not in the private, not in the public. That time the router plays as a common player in the cricket team, right? It plays as a common player in the cricket team. Okay, it's having a public IP address as well, and a private IP address as well. Okay.
All-rounder.
Yes, all rounder, you can say. So it's having public IP address and the private IP address as well. Public IP address because whatever the request is generated from inside a private network or a devices should be reaching out outside the world to the ISP, so that it can be responded. The devices which has generated the request can be responded, because your LAN network, in your home network, there is no YouTube, right? Its infrastructure is far more bigger. It will be far away, right? It's not in your home network. That's why it the request, there should be a one gate. There should be a one gate between your private network and a public network. That's why we also call it a gateway, right? So it is a gate between your public, the traffic coming outside from your private network to the inside of the private network. It's a gate. Let's assume it as a gate of your home. Okay, outside gate of your home. Whatever the network coming from outside of the, like people are coming from outside, they have to pass this gate first in order to reach any family member in your house, right? If it approves, then only it will be reaching, right? That's how it works. Okay, that's the data, how the internet flows, how your YouTube search goes through all this. Okay, getting me, guys? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Great, great, great. Okay, great. So let's move with our next slide then. Next, we have learned what is IP address. So IP address is Internet Protocol address, which is a unique numerical identifier for every device or network that connects to the internet. IP address are typically assigned by a internet service provider, which is ISP. Sure. Okay. So IP address is you know, there are the versions of IP address as well. Okay. There we are having IP4, IPv6. Okay. But here I'm just explaining what is IP address. We have just seen these are the IP address. Okay, which is having some numbers. Okay, these are the IP address, which is a digital name given by the ISP to the all devices. But when you are in the LAN network, okay, you are not having direct connection with the ISP. You can't connect directly with the ISP. So your connection goes from router to ISP. So whatever the IP addresses you are having, it is provided by your router in your LAN network. Hello. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So whatever the IP address you are having in your LAN network, it is provided by the router. And whatever the IP address router is having, whether it's in public, right? It's having a public, it is provided by the ISP to the router. It goes on as per the type of network, like PAN, MAN, LAN, WAN. That's how it works. Okay. So IP address are of the four types, major four types of IP address: public, private, static, and dynamic. Public and private, you just understand, right? Public means which is outside of the LAN network. Private means which are the inside of the LAN network. Static is something which is constant, it will be never changing, right? Like example, let's take an IP address of the Flipkart, right? Flipkart IP address will never change. It will be the same, because if they change their digital name, IP address is nothing but a digital name, right? So if we change the digital name, we know that by words we know the name is Flipkart. But if they change their numerical name as per in the internet world, if they change their name, but we are typing Flipkart only, it will be redirecting to the some other site which is have taken the Flipkart IP address. So that's why the static IP address are a constant IP address which will be not changing. Okay. That's why Flipkart uses a static IP address. All the websites, it uses the static IP address. Then dynamic, an IP address that changes for sure. The IP address you are using, guys, in your LAN network, it will be changing. Always it will be changing. Okay. Why? Because there are some tables in the IP address. Okay. We'll be going to understand it as well. Okay. So IP address always changes into your private or LAN network. That's why the IP address that change, we call it a dynamic IP address. Got it, guys?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Great, great. Okay.
But these were discussed yesterday, right? Actually.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, you joined late, I think. Have you seen
Okay.
the group? Actually, some recordings issue was there. Recording didn't happen
Okay, okay.
yesterday, or something. It's not able to upload. What issue had I not actually know, but it was some technical issue. So to not having problem with the people when you will be going with the recordings in the future, I'm just going with a. We have decided that we'll be going some, you know, revision type. Okay, so that you can access it. Okay, you can remember what is what we have learned. Okay, got it, guys?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. So let's move to the next part. Okay. So next is types, details. We just have covered what is types of details. Okay. we'll be going to cover this dynamic host configuration protocol, DHCP. Okay, no worries. It's something we are having in the upcoming slides. Okay. So IPv4 address. Now, what is IPv4 address, guys? Before going with the address ranges, I would like you to know what is IPv4 address and what is IPv6 address. We are having for IPv6 address, we are having this a separate slide, but what is IPv4 address and how it is work. Okay. So in this case, I'll be giving you a little homework. Okay. Here it is. Okay. I will give this example. So guys, as I've told you, it's having a this dot, we separated with the dot, and I call it a octet. We also call it a octet. So how many octets IPv4 is having, and why this IPv4? Okay. So as you can see, it's having 4 octet. You can say that it's a version 4. So it's having a 4 octet. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can remember in this way. Okay. It's not that IPv6 having a 6 octet. Is it? No. IPv6 having 8 octets or 16 octets. That's your homework. Okay. So this is having a 4 octet. 192.168.0.101 means first octet, then after dot separates second octet, then dot separates third octet, then dot separates fourth octet. How many octets? 4 octets having in the IPv4 address, right? Now, the homework for you guys, how many bits and how many bytes of IPv4 addresses? Okay, that's your homework. And I'll be taking it by tomorrow. Okay, it's very, very simple. You just have to write it down. Okay, or you have to tell me. Not today, not today, not today. I can tell you by today only, but it's something you have to study about. And not only this, I'll be giving you some more difficult thing. Wait, wait, wait. Not only 32. That's what not I'll be finishing on. Okay. So it let me clear you again, but Yashwant, it's not of 32 bytes. Still, it's not right answer. Okay. So let's do. Okay. So 192.168.0.101. This is I'm taking the example as IPv4 address. Okay. How many bits the IPv4 address is about and how many bytes of IPv4 address is about. There is a difference between bits and bytes. And what is the calculation that made them this much of bits and this much of bytes? Clear? Yes, guys? Everyone is clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll keep doing this activity so that you will be getting, interest in it. Or otherwise, I'll just come and speak and we just finish session. Then what is the work? No, it's not like that. As I said, sessions will be interactive. You'll have to go with a certain kinds of homeworks. Okay. In that way, you'll be remembering it. You will never forget once you do it. Okay. And when I'll be explaining you in that way, very in like day-to-day life example, you'll be never forgetting it. Okay. So how many bits of IPv4 addresses? If you want, I can type in a chat as well. Yes, let's do it. How many bits and bytes is IPv4 addresses and what and how it is calculated. Okay, leave it, guys. You have to do by tomorrow. No worries. Okay, do it by tomorrow. It's a homework. That's why it's a homework. I have certain plans for you. That's why I said you have to do it. Answer me tomorrow. Okay, nice. Okay, so let's move. So IPv4 address is there. We understand. Just have to calculate how many bits of it is and how many bytes it's having. Okay, so let's move. That's the reason I have not included in the slide. No. Okay, how the calculation works and how many bits it is having. Okay, so let's understand the class now. Okay, how the classes of IP addresses are, IPv4 address are. Guys, I wanted to tell you that I'll give you some information on IPv4 address. There are only 4.6 million IPv4 addresses were generated. Okay, when it was made, no, there are only 4.6 million of IPv4 addresses were generated. And what is the population, guys? What is the current population?
8 billion.
8 billion. So we are having 8 billion of population. We are having 4.4 or 4.6 billions of IP addresses, IP4 addresses. It was billion, sorry. So will it be sufficient for us? No, not possible, because only one person uses 4455 device in a day, which is having IP address. Let's assume one person is using only 2 devices. Then only it's not sufficient. If one person is using only one device, then also it's not sufficient, right? So that's why we have generated a class as well in the IP4 address, that from this range to this range you'll be having result for that work. Okay, this range to this range result for this work. Okay, so this ranges, how these ranges are decided? 0 to 127 means how, which part of it decided as the range? The first octet. Can you see this? The first octet. The first octet decides the range. Can you see? Here is a 192, and here the public IP address is starting with 82, right? So it is the range. Range will be calculated from the first octet. Okay. So when I say that 0 to 127, okay, that means the IP address which falls from 0 to 127 numbers having between in the first octet of IPv4, that's the range, that will decide that in which category this IP address will be used. Okay, so from 0 to 127, is it something wrong here, guys? 0 to 127 it is. Do you find something buggy here? No? Yes, anyone? No? Okay. Yes, Mandeep, you want to answer something?
Yes. No.
Yeah.
Nothing buggy.
Okay. So guys, it is 0 to 126, not 127. Okay. Why? I'll be telling you. Because 127 is always reserved for the local host or loopback address, we call it. Okay. I'll tell you when we'll be going with a terminal, no, that time you'll be understanding. Okay. Right now, just assume that it is 0 to 126. Okay. So 0 to 126 range means whatever the IP address which will be starting from 0 and till the number 126, whether it's starting from 1 to, whether it's starting from the 15, whether it's starting from 26, 36, 86, 46, 41, whatever it falls from 0 to 126, it will be used for large network. Okay, it will be used for large network, means in a wide area network. Okay, so that's why the IP address of this public IP address of this router starts with 82. Does it lies between 0 to 127, guys? Yes.
Yes.
0 to 126. Yes, it lies, right? So its first octet is 82. That means it's between the 0 to 126. That means it's an A category or A class IPv4 address. So 0 to 126 are the if there is a number which is from 0 to 126 in the first octet of the IPv4 address, that means the IP address falls in the A class range of IPv4 address, which is used for large network, like wide area network. Okay, WAN network. All of them have been used, means everyone is using it, right? It's a wide area network. Yes. So after that, it comes with 128 to 191. Okay. So large corporate and government networks, all of them have been used. So why we are studying this as well? Because you should be not testing to the government website. Okay, in the when we'll be learning the application penetration testing, if you see that the IP address is starting from 128 or it is between 128 or 191, never do anything with that website. Okay, because that's maybe the government website. And if you do something with the government website, it will be very much mess for us, right? So we will not getting into the trouble. Okay, we want to find a solution of the trouble using VAPT. We don't have to create a trouble using a VAPT. Okay, that's the difference between ethical hacker and a malicious hacker. Okay, so here it is. It is the range between 128 to 191. If the first octet of IPv4 address is lies between the number 128 to 191, it comes under the large corporate and a government networks. Means that IP address may belongs to the government or a corporate network. Okay. Then there is a C class IPv4 address. It lies between 192 to 2 to 3. Like we are having most common group of IP address, right? This one starting with 192, right or wrong? It's starting with 192. So from 192 to 223, if the IP address is starting from 192 to 223, that means it is IPv4 address C class. Okay, it's the most common group of IPv4 addresses. Then there is a D class, which is 224 to 239, which is reserved for multicasting. Then E for 240 to 255, reserved for experimental use. Okay, now let me give you some information about IPv4 address as well. That the range of IP address, the last range of the IP address is 255. Means if in any octet, if the number exits from 255, okay, if any octet, means in this IPv4 address, in any octet, if the number exit from 120 or 225, that means that IP address is invalid. It's not real. That means if I'm having 192.168.0.0.256 in the end, that is invalid. If I'm having 192.168.256.101, that's also invalid. If I'm having 192.192.256.0.101, that's also invalid. And if it's starting from 256, that's an invalid only, right? So every octet, if it's exiting from 255, that is not a valid IPv address. That doesn't work only because the last range, as you say that if you fuel petrol in your bike or your car, it will be traveling to the 40 kilometer only. So the last 40 kilometer, the last range of the IPv4 address is 255. Got it, guys? Everyone? Yes, I can see some replies, but not all replies. Everyone, guys?
Yes,
Yes. Great.
Yes.
Great.
Is there any multicast example?
Sorry?
Multicast. Last day. Yes. Multicasting example.
Multicasting means it's for the news channels, right? If you have to, show one news to the
Broadcast.
multiple. Yeah, broadcast, multicasting, it's the same. Okay. So if you want to do a multicasting at the same time, okay, that time it is used. Most of the times, these are the press channels. Press channels use this kind of ranges from 224 to 239. News channels, then radio frequencies, okay, channels. I mean, they're not frequencies not having IP address, but their officials works. They use this range of IP address. Okay, I mean to say in that way. Okay, so that is 224 to 239. That's the example for it. Okay, and if it go for 240 to 255, used for experimental use, means these are the IP address where the scientists, computer scientist people, they test different products. Like if they are having some new product launch, if they are having a new language launched, they'll be testing on this range so that other things should be not getting disturbed. Okay, it should be not creating mess. Like we are having houses, rooms in our houses, no? That bedroom is for sleeping, kitchen for food, bathroom is for cleaning. That's how it is separated. Okay, so that it should be not messed up. All the things. If we are not having, if I just make a house of the 4 walls and there is a slab on the up, the things will be not organized, right? Anyone is doing anything anywhere, right? So that should be not
Yes.
done. That's how the classes are arranged. That okay, this range will be doing this thing, this range will be doing this will be this. That's why the
Thank you.
ranges are. Got it?
Yes. Thank you.
Great, great. Most welcome. Okay. So yeah. So last range, as I tell you that a house example, let's take that. If you are having a 2 BHK house, that means you can't live in the third room, right? You can't have a third bedroom. So that's the last range of the IPv4 address 255. If you're having that, someone says you, if your flat is or your house is of 2 BHK and someone says you, okay, you go and sleep in the third bedroom, simply understand that person doesn't want you in that in the house. Okay, got it. So that's what the IPv4 address classes are. If someone says you that your IP address is 192.168.0.256, that means it's not valid IP address. Why I'm saying you, why I'm repeating it so much, because this type of simple questions comes in the interview as well. That if you want to test between the range of 192.168.0 to 192.168.250 or 292, so which tool you will be using? This is the question comes. Okay, that time people started thinking like, okay, the range is so high, so I'll be using this tool, this tool, this tool. Then the person gives the answer, so I'll be using this tool and applying this methodology and doing this thing. But interviewer says then, but question is wrong. Right or wrong? You didn't focus on IP address, because this type of IP address doesn't exist. That's a trick question. Okay, this is the most, you know most of the people use this trick. Okay, so always be aware of it. The last range of IP4 address is, yes guys, in the chat section it is, you can type it or you can say it. The last range of the IP4 address is 255. Yes, others? 255, 255, 255. Yes, correct. It's a 255. Great. You got it, guys. Okay, so let's move with the next slide. Oh, the interesting part. The hub and the switch. Okay. So guys, you understand how the network flows in the router, right? How the devices flows into the network flows in the devices connected into the LAN network. Now here comes the friend of the router, which is a hub. Okay. So what is a hub? Let's understand. I will give you a simple example. What is a hub? Okay. See, how many ports? Ports means that there is a, one block is there, no, to insert a cable to connect other systems with the router. How many wires can connect it with a router? Cat cable? Any idea, guys? Normal Wi-Fi if you home. Normal router. How many systems you can connect with your home router using a cat cable? 48. 48 your home router is having 48 ports. Mandeep, I'm shocked.
No home router, other routers.
I'll get attacked. Why the hub or switch are there? Don't do this, bro. Okay.
48 ports, many
48
routers
ports.
maybe have. No,
No, bro, no. 48 ports not there. Router, I'm asking of the router. Your router is having 48 ports.
no, not in house. 4 or
Not
5,
in
I
house.
think.
In the
Here, four ports, I think.
4 ports. Exactly. Most of the most 8 ports. Let's take a 16 ports. Not more than that. Okay. If you're having a master router as well. But it's a 8 ports or 12 ports, not more than that. Okay. So what happens, guys, if you are having this much ports? Let's take an example. It's not about home now. Let's talk about a office now. You are in the office, there is the same scenario, router is there, right? But there are how many computers? Let's take off your department only. How many computers, guys? Any one of you in your department? How many computers are there? Yes. Any chat suggestion? They use hubs. Okay. Any range of computers? Okay. Let's take an example. No worries. So let's assume in your department you are having 51 computers. Okay. So routers, like every computer is having a cat cable slot. Okay. But not router is having that much slot to wire connect with a wire to every system, because there are the 51 computers. Let's minus, you know, uh, 4 computers from them. 4 slots are there. 51, 50, 49, 48. More 47 computers are there to connect. And I don't want to connect wirelessly. I want to wire only because I need a fast work, right? So what's the case now? So here comes the friend of a router, which we call a hub. So what is a hub? The one wire from your router, just let me draw it. So the one wire from your router will be going to this device, which we call a hub. Okay. Then this hub is having how many ports? This slots to connect a wire, cat cable, maybe 32, or Mandeep has said 48. Yes, it can have, as per the company you are taking. Okay, it depends on the company. Okay. So let's take it's having a 42 slots. So what happens? This hub is not having internet, right? It's just a, as an extension. Okay, you know extension box. Like let's say you just went. Everyone have lived in the PGs and hostels, right? So let's assume that you are having one board which is far away from your bed, and you just have to sleep. You charge your mobile phone when you are sleeping. So what do? You bring one extension box, connect it to the main board, take a long wire with the extension box to your bed. You can connect wire, you can connect a charger, you can connect a laptop charger, all the devices, because your one extension box may have multiple switches, input points, right? It can have 4, 8. I'm having 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So where I'm sitting, it's having a distance from the board. Okay, so I have connected a one, extension box to that board, and I have taken near to my system. Okay, and I've connected all my wires to that extension box. So that's how the electricity is extended from that board to the extension board. That's how the hub extends the internet from your router to the hub. Okay, hub is not having a self internet port. Okay, it can't be connected direct to the ISP. Okay, so what happens? Router takes internet from the ISP, it gives the internet to the hub. Okay, one wire comes out from this WAN slot of this router to the LAN slot of this hub. Okay, then there are all the ports. Now hub is having the internet activity, same as this is your main board, switch board, compare it, and this is your extension board. Okay, so once you connect this main extension board with your main board, it's having the internet connect, it's having the electricity connection, same as the hub. Once you connect your hub with your router, it's having the internet connection. Okay, so every slot, let's take an example again. Let's every slot of your extension, right, electricity extension, it's having a electricity. Now you can plug in, if I'm having a 4 slots here, I can plug in charger, and I can plug in mobile charger, I can plug in my LED lights, I can plug in anything, right? So in 4 I'm having here. Okay, same as a hub. If I have connected with the router, let's take it's having a 48, you can say, or a 52 slots. Okay. From that, I can connect how many systems then? 51. If I'm having a 48 slots, how many systems I can connect? 48 systems more I can connect. Getting me, guys? Yes? Everyone? Hello.
Yes, yes.
Great. Great. So that's what a work of the hub. Now let's see. But guys, do you know hub is very dumb device? I call it a very, very dumb device. Why? Let's see. So what the hub do? Okay, let's assume that internet has connected to the hub now. Okay, here's the diagram to understand this. Okay, so a network hub is a device that connects multiple devices together in a local area network LAN. Right? We have understand that. Okay, what is the function? Receives data signals from connected devices and broadcasts them to all other connected devices. Now here's the catch, guys. What happens? It broadcasts the device, broadcasts the connection to all the devices. Means if this A device wants to send something private to the C device, means this A device want to send his Instagram password to the C device. Okay, and if the connection is going from the hub as well, so hub will ask everyone that D, this is this. Do you have asked for the Instagram password? B, you have asked for the Instagram password. C, you have asked for the Instagram password. So this device has to decline by that way. It happens in the background, guys. You don't see it. Okay. So these devices have to decline from the background. Okay. Some people are chill, like this device is chill. You drinking coffee. That okay, I don't want, I don't care. Okay. So these devices have to decline that no, we have not requested that, or we have not asked for the Instagram. Um, Instagram password of this A device. Then C says, oh yeah, I have asked for, give it to me. Okay. So it broadcasts. It sends everyone. Okay. It sends everyone in the network. So if you're, let's assume that you are in an office and they're using a hub. Okay. So if HR sends an extra payment to anyone in your office, that okay, take this bonus from me. So if your friend got bonus, everyone will know that your friend got the bonus. Why? Because in the between, the person who is going to give bonus from HR to the where, that person, the hub, let's name a hub only. Okay, that hub will be asking everyone, HR send bonus to you, you ask for, is this bonus for you, is this bonus for you, every employee in your company, and then it reaches to you. Then you say, oh yeah, it is for me. My name is this. Okay, got it me? Yes, guys, getting me? Yes, everyone. Okay, nice. Also, the hub is a half duplex device. Half duplex, I mean that if A is talking with a C, means if A system is sending something to the C, that means it can only send. It can't receive something from the C. There is a cases in the office when we have to do multitasking, right? It's not the cases. It's then, requirement. We have to do the multitasking. So device A is sending something to device C. So device C can only receive what is sent. It can't send back to the A. Means connection, this devices, all the devices which are connected with the hub can only send a data or a receive data one task per time. It can't be sent and receive at the same time. Okay. That's why we call it a half duplex. Okay. Then bandwidth, all devices share the same bandwidth. Means it doesn't matter that how many devices you are having connected with the hub. Same will be having, all the devices will be having a same speed of the internet surfing, same bandwidth. Got it, guys? Everyone? Hello? Everyone? You understand till here? Guys?
A little bit again, please.
If don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, sure. Why element? Yeah. In which you are having difficulty?
The internet issue, so that's why I didn't get it.
Like internet issue.
No, sorry. This is part hub part. You say this is the hub duplex. That after I didn't get
Uh-huh.
it.
Okay, internet connectivity. You didn't got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So half duplex means, Puran, if A device is sending data to C device, okay, so it can only send, it can't receive data from C device. Okay, that means by using, if you're connected with the hub, you're using hub in your network, your systems can either send data at a time or receive a data, one task per time. It can't send and receive at the same time. Okay, if it is sending data, it will send only. If it is receiving data, it can receive only. It can't send while receiving. Okay,
The
or it
only
can receive
one
while
task
sending.
will be executed.
Yes, either you can send data or either you can receive the data. I'm saying about data, not about multitasking systems do. I'm saying about data. So either you can send data at a time or you can receive the data at a time. Okay, that's a half duplexity. Okay, that is because of the hub. It's not the problem with your system. It's the problem with the device, internet device, network device, which is a hub. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, great, guys. Okay, guys. So that's it for the today's session. In tomorrow's session, we'll be going to learn about switch, which is a far more better than hub. Okay, why it is better? I'll be telling you in the tomorrow session. And also the homework, guys. Don't forget. Okay, I've also mentioned in the chat as well. Okay. Yes. Any questions, guys? I'm open for the question now. Let's unshare the screen. Yeah. Yes, guys. If you're having questions, you can ask. No, no questions, guys. No one is having question. That's great. But it's not out good. I believe in having questions, guys. IP is using. Okay, nice. Currently, which version of IP is using? We are using both IPv4 and IPv6. Okay, our systems have both IP address. When I'll show you the terminal, no, when we'll check IP address, that time you'll know. Okay, we are having IP4, we are having IPv6, both the IP address.
Yeah, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yeah.
When it says the IP address, there is a oblique 24, 23 and all, it will be coming. May I know what is the meaning of that?
Yeah, it's a range. Okay, you can call it a range. Okay, and also we go with the subnet as well. Do you guys know about subnet?
Yeah.
Subnet masking, subnets.
It's dividing the networks between the small networks. The large network
Yes.
dividing small networks.
Yes. I have not included here in the beginning because most of the people get confused because of that. That's why I have not included it.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. This
Yeah.
is a very broader topic.
Yeah. Subnet masking is very,
Yeah.
and then there is a IP table notations as well. As
Yes,
you
yes,
said
yes.
that the slash and 24, you can go it as the ranges. Okay. For that means 0 to 24. Okay.
I'm just adding one thing. If you
Yeah.
think the slash 24 is meant to say 1 minute, guys.
Yeah.
It's meant to say how many IPs you get.
Exactly.
This is the fundamental. 255 IPs you get, generally 254 IPs used. So that's why
Yes.
it's mentioning if you working or the networking, then you mention 24. How many users you are? How many users have in your company, and how many DSCP IPs you can use? How many
Yeah.
IPs you use? You can easily everyone get it
No.
a IP.
No, Puran, don't say right now. Everyone will get
Oh,
confused.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm just stopping. Just forget the DSP. Just how many IPs you get. It's meant to say
Hmm.
if you have a user 200, to get it 24 slash is the good thing, because rest of IPs, when someone is come from outsider, it's good for get a easily IP. So that's why we can dividing the slash 24 slash 23 to get a IP.
Yes. Yes. You're correct. Absolutely correct. Sri, do you got it?
Yeah, still I need to work on that.
No. See, the question is of the
No,
upcoming topic.
fine. No, I could understand, but when it comes to the slash 24, that means
Mhm.
24 times can we use the last three digits?
24
There's
is
a
solution last.
that means, for example,
Mhm.
255.255.255.0
Hmm.
slash 24.
Hmm. Okay.
What it means? What it means exactly?
You are talking about the subnet, Sri. That's what I'm saying. Subnet is an upcoming topic. That's what I'm saying. When I'll be
Okay.
covering with the subnet, no, that time you will be getting clarification of it. Okay.
Okay.
It's a
No problem.
wild
Thank
topic. I can't explain it in 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys, from today's session?
Actually, I joined very late. Last 5 minutes
Uh-huh.
back, only I joined because of the other calls. I could not able to get all the things. Sorry for that.
Ah, no worries. You can go with the recording as well.
Sure.
Yes, guys, no questions from today's session. Okay.
Yeah, I just would like to, thought of knowing some details. When we are
Mhm.
going to conduct any kind of VA for this IP address range or IP addresses for the particular infra services,
Mhm.
uh, we are going to keep on the scope in scope itself, right?
Mhm.
Or like what type of
Mhm.
IPs we will be going to verify and all. So in that scope, when we are defining the scope of this IPs,
Mhm.
also do we need to get the access to that IPs?
No, see, when the company gives you the range and the scope, we call it, right? So that time they already gave you the access of that. Once you are getting into the infra, once you're getting into their network, whether it's an infra, whether it's a VPN, whether it's a cloud, if they're giving you that range, that means they are opening you till that range. Okay. If
Okay.
they are not giving you range, then you will be not having access to it. Firewall will be preventing you to go there. Okay.
Okay. That means we need to submit a request to get that access for that as well, right? As a VA RPT
Yes.
user.
When we sign the contract, that time when I'll be going you with the contract signing, and that time you'll be getting a clear view that how it actually works when we sign the contracts with the company.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think Sri, you already do some VAPT, right? Something you're having. That's why you're having futuristic questions, and it's completely fine.
No. I am into the GRC actually.
Uh-huh.
So I am an expert in GRC, but I'm
Okay.
just reviewing all the VAPT reports. But
Uh-huh.
actual tool oriented, I'm not aware that how to conduct. So that's why I've been joined.
No worries. I understand why you are having questions in the futuristic. Why? Because the topics we are covering now, it's something related to what your questions are having in your mind. I completely get it. It happens. It happened with me as well. When I learn some new topics. No, I like cybersecurity. We come across new topics every time. So every time we have to keep learning. So whenever I go, I have the same questions that like, how it is something. So that time I have to read the whole topic. Then I understand that okay, that the answer is in the this thing. Okay, so it happens. No worries. You're having a genuine questions, but the thing is, we'll be going step by step. Okay, once we reach to that, you'll be getting your answer, or you can note it down. When we reach that chapter or that module, you'll be getting your answer. And if you didn't got, you can ask me that yes, Rudransh, I have noted it down, and this is not here. Okay, because everything I have mentioned, but it is something we have to go step by step, because the people who are I have designed it as well as for the beginners as well. So the people who are intermediate like you're having expertise in JRC, so you're having questions which is completely fine, but when we're going to that module, we'll be having all the answers. Okay.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Thank you.
Most
Sorry if I
welcome.
am disturbing in between of your discussion, main discussion.
No, bro. No need to sorry. It happens, and this is good. You are having question actually. I like being questioned because when as much as you question have, you will be getting the answer. You will be having increasing the knowledge. See, I'm having a simple rule. What I do is, see, cybersecurity is a vast topic. Not everyone knows the everything. If someone asks me the questions, I have trained more like 50,000 near about peoples right now. Okay, so if people ask me the question, there are several peoples. VPs are also there in our sessions sometimes. So VPs, CTOs also have taken the sessions. So their questions are of that level. So they will ask the question. Sometimes I don't know the topic. So simply I say is wait for it. I know that okay, this thing is there, but I need to confirm about it. Okay, that time I say I'll note it down. I'll get back to you on this by tomorrow. So that's how we function. No worries. If you having questions apart from this, we are completely fine. In the doubt clearing session, you can ask that as well. That okay, this is something different I'm having apart from our syllabus as well. You can ask that as well, but in the doubt clearing session. Yes, Murli, you want to ask something?
No, I just joined. So
Okay. Okay, guys. So that's it for today.
Rudra,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to, but I have a request for you. I hope you have a time when I will say something.
Yeah. Tell me.
Yeah, you have a time. Then a little bit with few words, you can explain what kind of problem you face when you learn in VAPT. So we understand the what kind of things are have in VAPT, but we are because we are beginner in a VAPT. So little bit experience.
Okay, what problem you face?
Initially,
Like
as a
yours.
fresher, as a VAPT fresher, another you
Mm-hmm,
learn VAPT.
mm-hmm,
So something
mm-hmm.
new technology when you searching or finding. So
Mm-hmm.
we're facing many problems. So that's why I just asked you.
Yeah. So see, the problem varies from person to person. Like I have some students who are having problem in information gathering. Some students are having problem in report writing. Okay, so it varies. But most of the problems are seen in methodology. What everyone face the most common problem is methodology. Everyone thinks that okay, I will use the tools, this tool, I will learn this tool. But the thing is, they miss the methodology. Okay, methodology is the something you should be going with. Okay, you know that's the whole point. One thing is solving the question, solving the math sum. One thing is understanding the formula. You understand the formula, you apply it everywhere, your sum will be solved. You solve one sum 1,000 times, you will get learn of that sum, and you are solving it. That's the difference between methodology and the learning and typing. Okay, if your methodology is clear, give you any tool, you'll be going with it. So that's why I focus on methodology more. Okay, you go with a methodology, you understand how actually VAPT people do it. Okay, what they are using, what are the steps they are going with. You understand that thing, that will be the great. If it you understand it in the first go, that's very great. Then you can use tools. That's the where problem people face. They think everyone thinks like, okay, I'll use more tool, I'll get more to learn. But it's not like that. It's about methodology. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. So it depends upon the methodology how to do it.
Exactly. I can use different tool. Anyone can use different tool for finding the vulnerability or doing penetration testing. But the thing is, what is the methodology is? If I miss one step of methodology and I'm using you know, the best tool in the world, it can't give me the result. But you are using a very basic tool without paid tool. It's a free tool you are using, but you know the methodology, how to test it. You will get a result far better than me. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
Okay, guys. that's it for today. Let's meet in tomorrow's session then. Okay. Okay, guys. Bye bye. See you.